and welcome to my podcast, Dear Diary. And I'm Eleanor, and I go by Elle. So, in today's episode, we are going to talk about vision board. So, vision board is a very popular thing that we often see on social media. It's everywhere on social media. I remember when I haven't know about vision boards, I would just scroll on Pinterest and I would see vision boards everywhere. And then I would scroll on TikTok and then I would see influencers, those girls, they share about they share their vision board, and then they share how their vision board have come to life, and it's really inspiring. So today we are going to talk about it. I have been using vision board for more than a year, and it's just so magical. It's literally when you crack the code to vision board, everything just seems so clear, and vision board is just so powerful. It's I think it's the most powerful tool to help with your visualization process in your manifesting journey. So, if you have ever been feeling stuck, uninspired, or unsure how to bring your dream life into reality, today's episode is going to change everything. Because vision boards are not as we don't see it as a fun little craft project, but we see it as a powerful tool for reprogramming your mind and shifting your reality. Because vision boards are like real business, real shit. It's not something that we joke about. So grab your journal, get cozy, and let's dive into it. So I'm gonna explain briefly why vision boards work. Your mind is a magnet. What you constantly see, think about, and emotionally connect with becomes your reality. A vision board isn't just about putting pretty pictures on a piece of paper. It's about training your subconscious mind to believe what you desire is already yours. When your brain repeatedly sees an image, it begins to register that image as part of your life. This helps you make decisions, take actions, and attract opportunities that align with that vision. So, again, when your brain repeatedly sees an image, it begins to register that as part of your life. Just remember that. It's like telling the universe, just telling yourself that this is my reality, telling your brain that this is my reality, and your brain trusts that. It's like telling the universe, this is my reality, bring it to me. Okay, so the next part is very important, is selecting the right images, because you do not choose images from a place of lack. If you look at a picture and it makes you feel like you don't have it yet, that's the wrong one. Your vision board should make you feel aligned, feel excited, and feel like you are already in possession of everything on it. And a tips that I usually use when I make vision board is first select a picture that is from your own point of view. So for example, you want national gold medals, national debate gold medal. So you don't choose a picture of a blonde girl holding a lot of gold medal. No, you don't. You choose an image of a hand holding a gold medal with the National Debate Championship written on that. So, you know what I mean? that is an example that I want to use to illustrate. You want to achieve a specific goal. For example, you want to buy a G-Wagon in 2025. You're not going to choose a picture of someone who looks so different than you driving a G-Wagon. No, I think that you should choose a picture of a girl like, driving her hands on the steering wheels of the G-Wagon, and then she just like picture that from her point of view. You chose that kind of pictures. So when you look at that image, it feels like you are seeing it from your own point of view. I think that's the key to what makes the right images. I think that's the key to what, when you look at it, you feel like, oh yes, I can feel the emotions as if I already have it because I'm seeing the images as if it is from my point of view. So, on another example, if you want a dream career, don't just write success in bold letters on your vision board. You should find an image of a working space, an award, or a person doing exactly what you dream of doing. But I think I prefer if that image is taken from that person's point of view. If you want financial abundance, don't just put stacks of money on to your vision board. I think you should find an image of someone swiping their card freely, traveling, living the best life without financial stress. And I think, again, those pictures should be from that person's point of view. So when you look at it, you feel like it's already yours. And another thing that is very important in making vision boards, and I think that this is very important if you want to actually solve a problem in your life. If you want to actually get what you want in your life, is to be clear and specific. I recently took a class, and when the teacher, no, that class is like a productivity and problem solving class. So I'm gonna call the teacher the CEO of that company. The CEO told everyone to write their own problems on a sheet of paper. And when everyone write their problems down, they realize what's wrong with their problems. They are not okay, so for example, their problems are like, I'm so tired. I don't have time for my family. I don't have time uh go, to go to the gym. I don't have time to spend time with myself. Yes, so we write down our problems on a sheet of paper like that. But if we write it like that, we don't solve anything. So the CEO told everyone, no, you write it like that. Okay? It's true, but it doesn't help you solve any problem. You are tired. Instead of writing you are tired, you transform it to I want to eat a healthy diet. I want to go to the gym every day. I want to wake up early at 4 a.m. every single morning. And for example, for the waking up at 4 a.m. every morning goal, you write 0 mornings waking up at 4 a.m. slash 30 morning waking up at 4 a.m. So, for example, the goal of going to the gym 2 hours every single day. So a month is 30 days. It's going to be 60 hours of gym, okay? So instead of writing go to the gym every day, you are going to write 0 gym hour slash 60 gym hours, or you could just write 0 gym hour a day slash 2 gym hours a day. So That's a lesson that I learned about being clear and specific with your goals. And I think it's the same with vision board. Because vague vision boards create vague results. Instead of just saying, I want love, you need to be specific about the kind of love that you desire. If you want a healthy, a fulfilling relationship, choose an image that represents deep emotional connections from that person's point of view, preferentially. I don't know if I just said the right word. If you want a dream home, find an image of the aesthetic you want, the location, the vibe you desire. Do you want city views? Yes, choose an image of an apartment with city views. That pictures are taken from that person who's owning its point of view. Do you want a cozy cottage, a sleek, a modern apartment, a townhouse? Make it real in your mind. And as I always say, I prefer if that picture is taken from that person who already has its point of view. Because the more specific you are, the more powerful your vision board becomes. Okay, so the next part, which is very important in your vision board journey, is the energy behind your vision board. This is where a lot of people go wrong. You can create the most stunning vision board, but if you are looking at your vision board from a place of desperation, from a place of frustration or doubt, it won't work. Every time you look at your vision board, you ask yourself, does this image makes me feel excited and inspired? Can I already see myself living this life? Am I approaching this from a place of trust and alignment, or fear and impatience? And trust and alignment and faith, every every of that emotions, they are high frequency emotions, and fear and impatience, they are low vibrational emotions. And I talked about that in the previous episode, so make sure to check it out. And one thing that I really want people to know, to to be aware of, is that impatience equal failures. Because again, that CEO, that mysterious CEO that I talked about, he told me, he told the class, I really want my niece to become a good child. Because he is not a good child, he is always very naughty and doing stuff that is out of control. But I expect him to be good. But I don't expect him to be good in a day. I don't expect him to be good in a month. I don't expect him to be good after 6 months. I give him 10 years to be good. And he said to me that it's the same with success. You see, every person out here, every billionaire, it took them a very long time to achieve that, failures after failures. So, things don't come easy. A lot of self-help girls on the internet, you see they have very successful careers, the influencers, but you don't know what they went through to have that. You think that success like that in this society is very easy. No, it it took them a lot of courage to film that video. It took them a lot of courage uh, to do the inner work, to learn how to love themselves. They have been struggling a lot on how to love themselves. how to success in those kind of things, how to be at peace with themselves so that they can pass out that knowledge onto you. The influencers you see on the internet, they're having a very wholesome life. They have been struggling because of criticism, of condemnment online. You don't know the struggles that they have. You don't know everything that they have to try again. Mr. Beast, he posted a lot of videos online before he even get like 100K views. And look at all the influencers that we love. They have posted a lot of posts. I mean, like 1,000 posts. So just give it 10 years. If you are 20, you you want to be a multimillionaire or you want to be a millionaire, just give yourself 10 years. I don't say that doesn't mean lower your standards, but give yourself time to learn, to grow. That CEO, he told me, I have so that CEO has like kind of um a student of him, a student of him that is about to like that student of him is going to that company take after that company in the teaching aspect. So he told the class, I have watched my assistant, my student, teach before, and he didn't do good. He didn't do what I wanted him to do. But it's fine. I give him 10 years. Just you can fail. But the important thing is that you learn from your failure. So I give him 10 years, fail, learn, fail, learn. And I have seen a lot of stories about rich people online. They have failed a lot. So, impatience. If you look at your vision board with impatience, then what are you going to achieve? Impatience leads you to stupid decisions. Impatience doesn't solve anything. And you may ask, how to be patient? Do the inner work. Maybe start by meditate 10 minutes a day. Or, just go on YouTube, search self-help videos, check out my previous episodes, learn how to be at peace with yourself because I trust that when you are eager to learn something, there is nothing that can stop you from it. If your vision board makes you feel lack, if your vision board makes you feel impatient, if your vision board doesn't make you feel um, inspired, doesn't make you trust yourself, doesn't make you're not looking at your vision board from a place of alignment, then you need to work on you. Because if your vision board is not wrong, the pictures are right. Your goals, okay, they are understandable goal. But if you are looking at it with doubts and fears, with impatience, when will it come? You need to start working on yourself until you look at your vision board with with peace. That's not by saying that you shouldn't make a vision board until you learn to be at peace with yourself. No. Make a vision board. But you should do the inner work to be able to look at it with peace in yourself, with excitement, with happiness. And I encourage you to make a vision board because that vision board will be the thing which pushes you to do the inner work, to work on yourself even more. Okay, so I know that I have been going off topic. Yes, when I'm very passionate about something, I usually go off topic when talking about it. So let's move on to the next section of this podcast is how to use your vision board daily, because a vision board isn't meant to just sit in a corner collecting dust. You need to engage with your vision board actively. And here is how. So first, I think that is very important is that you make you make that vision board a ritual. It sounds so stupid, like well, making your vision board a ritual. But trust me, uh, what I mean is that you look at your vision board the first thing in the morning, close your eyes, play some high frequency audios, and visualize yourself already living that reality. Feel the emotions, joy, excitement, gratitude, peace, because I know that feelings, emotions are the strongest connections that we have. Like, it's the feeling that we have when we think about that version of ourselves already living that life is the strongest emotions that is literally like attracting our future to us. So, I remember when I was studying to get into an elite school, and I just at night or when I was like driving on the street, I was imagining myself studying at that school and be so happy, and I would like envision it. I would like visualize it, and the images got so clear in my mind that I was so excited about it, as if I already got in, and I got in, and it's just really special on how strong the connections of the emotions to your reality, to your manifestations. Okay, so you we have morning enlightenment ritual. The next is nighttime manifestation routine. So right before bed, take a deep breath and focus on your vision board. Express gratitude as if it's already done. Speak affirmations. I favor those kinds of affirmations like I am so grateful my dream life is unfolding beautifully. It just so those affirmations, it just feels so good. Feels so good. And a very beneficial thing that I think everybody should do is that you start your day with some high frequency audios and you end your day with some high frequency audios. So you just have to go on Spotify and then type HS, or you just type frequency, and there will be a lot of frequency playlists. But I prefer Spotify's frequency playlists. Those are the playlists like frequency playlists that is created by Spotify. And I love listening to it in the morning. After I listen to prayers, I will play some high vibrational frequency. Just to start the morning. And then after that, when I'm about to go to sleep, I will play some frequencies to sleep with peace. And another thing is inspired action plan, because your vision board, it works when you work. So ask yourself daily, what is one action I can take today that aligns with this vision? Even small steps like networking, applying for opportunities, creating content bring you closer to your goal. So take that step, take that action. Because I I read I read this thing on the internet that really inspired me. It said your first video will be bad. Your first podcast will be bad. Your first drawing will be bad. Your first everything will be bad. But if it wasn't for that first time, that very bad first time, then you wouldn't have your excellent, your excellent 100th time. So if you don't take that first step, then you would never be able to take the 100th step. If you didn't make one bad video, then you wouldn't be able to make an excellent, outstanding video. So just take that first step because every small steps bring you closer to your goal. So the final thoughts, your vision board is your future reality. Creating a vision board isn't just about aesthetics. It's about aligning with your dream life energetically, emotionally, and physically. If you do this right, then you will not just look at your vision board wishing for things, you will feel a deep knowing that they are already yours. And when you hold that energy, the universe has no choice but to deliver. So, go create your vision board with intention, clarity, and excitement. Your dream life is closer to you than you think. Trust yourself. Trust the universe. Faith is very important. Put faith on top of everything. So, until next time, keep manifesting and keep believing in yourself. Love you.